This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of May 2019. If you would like a personal reading, one of those amazing soulmate readings or a tea leaf reading, or you'd like to subscribe to your weekly star sign updates, please contact me. So Virgo, let's have a look and see what is up ahead for you in the month of May. What story is coming through the cards for you? So your tea leaf cards that you get, oh, by the way, I'm first going to do your tea leaf and your oracle cards, then I'll move on to your relationship reading, okay? So the cards you get for tea leaf cards is the boat, the casket, the vase, the fair man, unicorn, and a basket. The two oracle cards you get, lovely cards, is new life and between worlds. So let's first have a look at what it says on the cards that are the tea leaf cards. It says money or property through inheritance, winning or windfall, the boat. The casket says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. The vase says you have a secret admirer. A fair man says dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. The unicorn says use your intuition to make beneficial changes, and the basket, recognition and reward for merit. So, nice story coming through here. Right off the bat, the beginning of May, you get some kind of windfall. Now, when I say windfall, it could be a big windfall. For some of you, that could very well be the case. For others of you, something just lands in your lap that's really nice. You know, it could be something small, something you wanted, and it's just given to you. In other words, you do not have to work for whatever this is. What happens next is something goes out of your life. It's the end of a situation. Now, because the rest of this reading is all really lovely cards, I'm thinking it's something that perhaps burdened you. Perhaps that windfall helps you get rid of a burden, something that was holding you back, something that was holding you down, something that was bothering you. So it's definitely not something leaving your life that I think you're going to be unhappy about. I don't see that in the rest of the story. What comes up next is a secret admirer, and this secret admirer is a fair or grey or blonde man. He might admire you for the way you handle your life. He might admire you for the way you're doing your job. He might admire you because he is an admirer, right? So it could be any place in your life that he's an admirer. You know, if it's not a relationship you're looking for, it's quite possibly something within your job or your career sector. It could be a project you're busy with a group, whatever the case may be, but he is admiring you. He's admiring the way you are and the way you go about life, which is also very nice news. There doesn't seem to be that much more in this part of the reading, but maybe your relationship reading will give us some hint about this. The unicorn, about using your intuition to make beneficial changes and then recognition and reward for merit, says to me that in May you start making changes to something in your life. Either it's your health and fitness, or it's your career, or it's your family life, or it's your goals and aspirations, and you go with your gut. You get gut feelings and you go with that. And it very quickly leads you to seeing manifestation of some kind of recognition for this change in tack or the way you're doing things, or even physical manifestation of reward. You get a new client, you get a small raise, someone approaches you because they want you to try out an idea or a project with them. You very quickly see manifestation of this change in the way that you're doing things or what you want to do. The universe's way, I think, of saying to you, wow, okay, great. You headed on a good path now. If we look at your two tarot cards, your oracle cards, you get new life in between worlds. Now, new life says you're about to venture off on a new path. This card is coming up for many of the star signs. So it's obviously like a pivotal point in the year for many star signs. And it's a thing of there's fresh energy, there's fresh inspiration, there's fresh things to do. It's almost as if for a while now we've been treading the same path. I don't know if many of you have felt that. I've had many people say and, ask me in their readings, why is this happening? In certain areas of my life, I've also been experiencing that. As if you're on that, you get that little wheel that a hamster runs around in. Some areas of life have just been like that. But May is going to be where that changes. You're going to step out of that little wheel and you're getting a new little path to walk on, and you're going to feel that feeling coming in at May of something new is coming. A new path, a new attitude, just fresh energy coming in. At first, though, what you're going to find is you are now between two worlds. You have one foot in your past and you have one foot in your potential future. That always gives one a little bit of a feeling of not being quite secure, not quite having a very good feeling of where things, when I say good feeling, it's like a solid feeling. You don't have a very solid feeling of where things are going. Now, that oracle card says you're possibly just going to accept this and just understand that what is coming is still new and fresh, and it needs to sort of grow and evolve until you can actually see it solidly in your life. But it is coming. That new life card says it is definitely coming. Now we take a look at your relationship cards. And remember, this can apply to any important relationship. So the 4 cards is let your friends help you, codependency, worth waiting for, and past life relationship. I'll read what says on the cards and then we'll discuss the story. Let your friends help you says ask for and accept support from others. Codependency says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. Right, I'm going to start with those of you that are looking for a relationship, then I'll move to those of you that are in relationships. So this month of May, you're going to find that if you want to meet somebody and you're open and willing, that is most likely going to happen through somebody you know. Someone you know, a friend or a family member, a colleague is going to introduce you to somebody. The codependency says that you're possibly going to come up against some part of yourself that is a bit codependent in relationships. In other words, if you always feel like you've got to have somebody, otherwise you're lonely and life's not great, you're going to come up against that. You're going to bump up against that. Or it could be you always feel like you choose a partner because that kind of person makes you feel a little bit insecure because you're not quite sure that you'll measure up to their expectations. You're going to bump up against that. But the next card says a really good relationship is worth waiting for. So when you bump up against a situation that perhaps sort of pushes those buttons of fear, of past hurts and disappointments, maybe take a step back. Maybe there's someone else. Maybe there's someone better. Maybe there's someone that really matches what you truly need in your life. Not want, need in your life. Is going to be that really good partner and friend. And that person, whomever it is from a past life. Now, that card will normally come up because when you meet this person, there's that instant recognition. There's that instant feeling of familiarity because you have a history together. That's going to be your key. That's going to be your aha moment that this is the right person. It's not going to be chemistry, guys. It's going to be a kind of a familiar knowing, okay? We more often than not go the chemistry route. There's that ping in our bloodstream. And yes, it's fine. It's cool. It's great. It can be a wonderful relationship. I know many relationships that started on pure chemistry that are still lasting. But this time it's a case of that knowing. You're going to get that feeling that you know this person. And that's going to be your key, that is the right choice, that was the person worth waiting for. Those of you in committed partnerships and relationships, you are dealing with a past life relationship. The month of May sees you possibly coming up against old relationship dynamics that push those buttons of fear, of feeling inadequate, of feeling rejected, of, you know all those things I'm talking about. They're going to come up in social situations. But there's a moment of divine timing in May. But there's a moment in the month of May that has divine timing written all over it. And it's kind of a moment where you have that aha moment. It may not even be a conscious realization of this is a codependent behavior I have, and it's something that steers my relationships in a certain direction quite often. It's kind of realizing in some part of you that it's due to past relationships that I do this. And perhaps it's time or I'm not comfortable with this reaction of mine any longer. I'm going to change it. I'm going to be different. I'm going to step in a new direction from now on. So there's the potential for that kind of growth within your existing relationship in the month of May. Very nice. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.